A $3 million grant on the table as Port St. Louis Harbor commissioners weigh whether to accept funding for the next phase of offshore wind planning and outreach here in Avila Beach. I'm your community reporter Dylan Foreman taking a look at the decision that has community members divided. A mound of slips with names of locals either expressing support for the $3 million in grant funding from the California Energy Commission.
Turning down the chance to study this project would leave our region less informed and less able to shape its own future.
It's essential that our region responsibly explore for opportunities for clean, renewable energy.
Or those against it.
This port is not meant to be industrialized.
We're relying on you to listen to your gut. We are relying on you to listen to your conscience.
The grant would provide funding for a feasibility study to evaluate a design for a potential offshore wind operations maintenance terminal. However, the Port St. Louis Harbor Commission voted to postpone accepting the grant because two other feasibility studies on the same project have yet to be completed.
I decided to go with the particular postponement so we could hear from the County of San Luis Obispo on what their studies that will show to the public.
The most recent study through San Luis Obispo County was approved in 2024, but the Harbor Commission and the community have yet to see the results. Still, some people at the meeting thought it better to have even more info now rather than later.
I think the port kind of played it safe today by waiting for the information to come out from the county. I'm the type that I would like to get information and from multiple parties so I can make a wise decision.
Meanwhile, others were happy that they will get to see the results of other feasibility studies before committing to another one in Avila Beach. They also hope it's seen as another step to dissuade an offshore wind farm near their community.
Talk about doing offshore wind. It's more than just dollars and cents. It's more than just, well, is it clean energy versus other forms of clean energy? There's also a very important cultural side to this as well.
Meanwhile, Port St. Louis Harbor Commissioner and President Drew Brandy is eager to see the results of the other studies so they can decide whether to accept the $3 million going forward.
The entire county knows what's at stake here should this go forward.
The next steps are to wait for the feasibility study by the county, and based on those results, then a decision will be made as to whether or not they will accept the $3 million grant funding from the California Energy Commission. In Avila Beach, Dylan Foreman, KSBY News.